jealousy. This is a jealousy thing. This is a YouTube fight that this whole freaking hot mess I'm in. So the same rule that first judge applied to both of them, that I believe is the same rule that's going to get applied to them on this go round in the court of law. Get this bull crap about my court and y'all leave each other alone. It's easier said than done, but
later on, you're going to hear this person says that, well, how's somebody going to tell what's going to happen and what the thing hasn't done and people ain't finished on the stand and all this? Yeah, they're doing the same exact thing. Oh, they even tell you what the judge is going to do. Huh? This is called contradiction. This is a review and reaction. This, what you just heard, is called contradiction.
Before you call it contradiction, bitch, I did say probably. I did say could happen. I said that. I have no way of absolutely knowing what a judge can do. So I said probably and could. But I forgot. You like to go on with your selective hearing ass bullshit. But at least I woke your ass up from under the sea.
Contradiction, but you hear that contradiction a little later.
Oh, what?
Let me explain something.
Explain it. Come on with this long, drawn out explanation.
It's just an opinion. Okay? But when you have people who are making opinions based on a specialization,
Happy Sunday, love.
that's a little different. Now, one thing about me, what I say,
There we go about you again.
and what I'll say, and then what I also do is sometimes when just I'm playing something and another attorney will say something that's similar or whatever, may not be the exact word, but it's similar.
Disagree,
right? The context will let you know that we're saying the same thing.
I disagree, Cal. I disagree.
We're doing the same thing.
I disagree.
I show that proof.
I disagree, and you don't show shit.
I'm not just sitting there running my mouth
You
like these people
You
do.
run your mouth. You run your mouth. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Black and white or something to substantiate what you're saying. If you don't have that, don't tell me that you just contradicted me. You just corrected me just based on what you're saying. And you don't even have that specialization. You don't have nothing in law.
You need to stop.
None of that.
You need to stop. You need to go bury your head in the sand. You need to
and
stop.
You think I
hope that a sandstorm come through to help your ass and blow it up. That's what you need to do. Hello.
You do not work dealing with no law. If I can tell, you know, something went on between 9 through 12. You know damn well I can tell.
Listen, this the law police. This the law police. She polices the law. Only difference, only mishap with her with policing the law, she failed to police it on her own ass with all them goddamn bankruptcies and shit her ass did over there and her little old lying and criminal lying that she did on her damn paperwork to not be paying them damn people their damn money.
Has a degree.
Yeah, that was sad.
In college. You're not gonna tell that. You can even verify that.
But what you don't verify though, Catfish, is the number one question. Who gives a fuck? You can't verify the who don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck and who don't gives a fuck. How you gonna verify that? And that's what's going on. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a who. Nobody cares but you. Hi, Tad.
Huh?
Hi, boo.
Y'all don't know that? So keep in mind when you out here running lies and making up shit. Let me tell you one thing about me, right?
Here we go about you. This about the seven times it's about you.
Finances and this, that, and that. I can give less than a damn about that. But if I want to confirm something, I have the tools to do so.
So does everybody else.
If I want to, but I don't even give a damn that much because a lot of it you can just tell.
Everybody got a tool to find out some shit. But what good is it gonna do? That's why you don't give a damn. What good is it gonna do you?
Pour out subpoena all your financials, whatever. For what? It's only gonna reflect what I said. But I mean, well, I really don't say much. But why?
Your whys leads to psychological factors of the situation. And like I said, what good would it do you? That answered your questions to why you would not be apprehensive or needing to do it. Because what good would it do for you? What is it going to do for you? Have a joke or two about somebody's finances or their relationship or their mindset according to logical behavior? What good is it going to do you other than having something to talk about? Now that I've answered your question to that, you pea-brain ass bitch, then you should understand that you don't have to ask yourself that rhetorical ass, well, why would I do so? Because I just answered it for you. It does you absolutely no good to do so. It has no gain to it at all, except for you having something else to talk about. No benefits, none. You getting a hee-hee and ha-ha laugh out of it like I did on your ass when they put that damn bankruptcy ass paper out. Yeah, because here you are, the queen of mouth, hot mouth, want to talk all kind of shit like some shit done been erased off of your mother got-sucking life. Boo. Boo. You was out there in the streets. You was ghetto. Your parents didn't teach you better? Your parents didn't teach you how not to lie to try to get away from paying shit? Huh? Did they not? Did they not teach you that in school?
Like, huh? You have people, a person or whatever, who want to make sure you're more bald-headed than they are, you more rough than they are. All of that. That is crazy to me. You uglier than them or whatever. That is so crazy and stupid.
Really? Now, we just talked about contradicting. And well, you literally set out here almost, what, a year or two? And that was definitely in your vocabulary, those words. That was definitely on the top of your mental to come out here to do to others. But I get it. That's because they was doing it to me. If they was doing it to me first, the damn kindergarten ass shit, they did it to me.
Just deal with self. I'm not worried about none of that. That's how when I told left on my wall, there are more recent photos of me that I, within the last 6 months. Well, the swelling isn't that bad.
Oh my God. Listen, it don't matter if it's bad like or not. You have
full body, whatever.
That package. They always out here talking about some goddamn body else, and you over there with a non-diagnosed of head swelling for the last damn 20 years of your damn life. I don't know what it is. What is the actual diagnosis of what you have? Well, now don't tell me, because I ain't no need to be even asking when I certainly don't give a fuck. So please don't share that. I don't want to know.
But no, nobody won't want to use those
No.
because that would mess up their narrative.
But
Then they would have to say, you know, she look okay on here. Nah, I'm not worried about all of that.
Really? Well, we can't tell.
Because this medication won't last forever.
Oh, yes, it will. You in 20 years of that shit. They gonna have to make them better.
And even if it did, it still
scientific
ain't stopping me
production
from
of
what?
it.
Attracting men that's gonna do what? Contribute to me,
You
and
know
not
what?
the other way around.
Hold on, cause you know I definitely got the live with Uncle Buckwheat and Uncle Larry. You know I got that. Those two men that you claim that look like that they work for the sanitation department. Girl. But see, your liking and your choice of men is what you like. I just get to talk about them because I fucking feel like it. They look like sanitation department who done set up and smoked all their damn life. They done even robbed people garbage. You had them two type of niggas. Them damn near Uncle Larry and Uncle Buffle. Well, they look like they was out there in competition on who collects the most goddamn garbage for the day. Sit your ass down.
Understand that. Understand that.
Understand.
Please do.
Understand that.
See, I deal with dudes that want the total package. And when I say my other nickname is TP,
What's Tina?
total package, give me about who?
Girl, you know TP is tuna pouch. What's going on? Oh my God. I'm on my YouTube, right? But listen, this is Catfish.
Yeah.
She's straight up catfish, right? She said the only men that want her is for her TP.
Somebody nobody can
I
fuck
said,
with.
your TP, total package. You mean tuna pouch? Woo, she can't stand. She ain't gonna stand me for this one. Yeah, I'm talking about
None
her.
of the dudes I
I'm
dealt
talking
with.
mad shit about her.
Anybody can fuck
Give
with.
me the
Are you
10.
insane?
If you have a coupon, watch ticket, or prepaid card, scan it on the barcode reader.
Girl, she said they
Nobody.
all want her for
Now,
her
when I mean out
TP.
here. I ain't talking about in the real world. I'm talking about out here.
Now, tell me this. Do you want a woman that you can't see for her TP? Because you'll never see this tuna. She's straight up
They ain't all
catfish.
sitting
You
this
know
thing got to do with their
what is
money and this
what
and
is
that, whatever.
catfish?
You evaluate
What do
people.
you think is catfish?
I don't even think I want to find out.
Okay, because it's somebody who acts like they real in life.
Oh, like the Catfish show?
Exactly.
Oh, I thought you was talking about something.
No. You know, when you see the meme of one woman,
Yeah.
but that ain't really her, but that's what that one is.
Yeah, that show is funny.
You gotta
I
be
do
careful
like
with
that.
those.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
Always.
Yes.
How many boxes they check out? Check out not just the boxes they check out. This is what I'm talking about. We have to stay segregated. We got to stay separate. That's what I'm saying.
We gotta
separate.
stay away from your ass.
It's
What's
a
going on,
shame
James?
that I have to elaborate on sentences. And 100 times, I do not think everybody is slow. This
Get in
is,
here.
I mean, that's a lie.
Inside. Now, let's
I
go.
didn't say everyone is slow. Just the slow people
Sit.
are slow. The ones who have demonstrated that you're a little slow. That's it. Jesus Christ.
Was it as easy as it was for one person and the other? Absolutely not. Whatever move that that Sylvia decided to make now, Booker was watching her. And he's putting out and he's doing whatever it is, not only for him to start this speculation or this roo rah rah out here. He says it so that others can grasp hold of it and also start their speculations, their propaganda. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. And it's like, and so my email friend, I love you dear, but I am in no shape or form of
Make believe.
will ever be biased, especially when all of this information is sitting right out here in front of you. No, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much, sweetheart. Happy Sunday morning, baby. I'm getting ready to get up out of here because I was on the way because I can see out this door no later than 10:30. So, one did to the other that the other did not like done unto him. They lost respect for each other. They have been fighting each other for a long, very, very, very long time. Very long time. And it got nasty. That's pretty much it. Now, Sylvia, with the force of power that may be behind her, may be influencing her that you should push it this, you should do that, you should do this, and you should do that. Now, coming from the background of those two individuals that I happen to watch, and most of you guys happen to watch, I'm going to put this on the line. Unless there are people in my backyard that is willing to put their money up and with me to go and fight someone where a case can cost you a pretty good hefty penny, and follow those people. I never have and I never will. I don't care two rats ass how much of a best friend you say you are, or whether if you are my mother, because I can analyze pretty much far ahead how the situation is going to turn out at the end.
Now check this out. Did you hear that? She said, I can pretty much analyze how the situation is going to turn out at the end. But when I go to do it, and I ain't even doing that, how it's going to turn out at the end. But even if I did, that would be my opinion, and I would tell you that's my opinion. She's going to berate you by that.
Bitch, you ain't said shit about that was your opinion. You said that this is what was going to happen. I'm going to go back when I get time and go to that time mark and said it. When I said nobody can do me, I'm not precluding or pretexting anything on the way that you did it at all. I'm talking about me, how I can figure out how something is going to end pertaining to if I was the substance or the character in the freaking play, and I'm not going to put myself out on Front Street knowing that this is going to be a losing cause for me. What did I tell you about your goddamn selective fucking hearing and your lack of understanding? You hear what the fuck you want to say so that you can expound off of what the fuck you only selectively have heard. That's why I can't stand your bitch ass. That right there. I'm talking about me. There's no way in blunt hell that I would come out here and make a predetermination on what the hell is going to happen when I have not even seen and heard the whole freaking trial or witnesses on the stand. You did that. Why the fuck would I do that? So Don't take what I'm saying that I'm putting all of the basis on me. I'm talking about me and what no one can do to me with your dumb ass to have me out here looking like a rat in a horse camp. The fuck is you retarded. You're the one that's fucked up. You are. Don't even try that. Don't even try that damn switcheroo. Now I just sat over here and had to hype me up on your bull crap. Sit your ass, sit your dumb ass, your dumb twice
Yeah.
ass down.
This is what happens.
You tried, but
when
it
you call
don't work.
yourself
It
critiquing
don't
my
work.
video.
It don't work. I'm not
I have
critiquing
no
your
problem with
video.
that.
I didn't give a fuck about your
But
video. I
if your
just
bias
made some
already
statements
towards
on
me
it.
and all of that, whatever, just move on.
You move
We
on.
already know you're gonna have a problem with everything I said.
Everything, every mother sucking thing come out your mouth. If it ain't right and if it's not to my liking. See, one thing that you should be happy about, you're almost, if I decide, of ending your 1 year and a half, maybe 2, with me. You almost there. But at the end of the day, I get to decide when it's called QUITS. Understand that. Yeah. So I guess you better be careful what you say to me. Cause it might turn around on you. You better be careful what you do to me. Cause the same shit can be done to you. How you like that? Huh? Yeah.
Because
Now,
I'm
what
not
else
no
the fuck
hater
you
ass
say?
bitch.
Boy, girl, boy,
Like some
please.
people are, and no jealous of whatever.
Boy,
And I'm
please.
actually being truthful.
Boy, bye. Felicia,
In the beginning,
bye.
remember when I said I agree.
Felicia, bye. You do that for Cap to keep your audience. Shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up.
I can be
I came on here to
child.
laugh while
It
I
don't even
drive
matter.
home. Now I got to go to
But
the
I'll say it
grocery
like
stuff.
this. Some of us serve and work in areas
Mm.
voluntarily
You don't do shit.
that, on matters
You don't do shit.
that affects the
You don't do
let's just say the
shit.
world, but
You better be careful what you say to me.
in certain areas, right?
Cause I just might say it to
I'm not
you.
just making that up. I showed y'all my award. It says global.
Girl, that shit is
So I'm not
ancient
making up shit.
dust.
I don't have to.
That shit is history. It don't mean nothing
Why
now.
would I make
Like
up
a
some
piece
shit
of paper,
when I got
and you
this
set a
down?
fire to it, it's poof,
It says
gone,
global.
gone. Somebody talk about
What?
fucking global and then left the fuck off the block and goddamn it, where the fuck you wherever the fuck you at?
So
Ain't been
I'm a
nowhere.
person
How's
who
she
serves.
global? Are you right there?
That's why
Don't
it's so
afraid to
important
fly.
that I help the roommate, the ex, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
Girl, you
to
need to
stop
cut
drinking.
it.
Because that's a man who serves. He serves when he's at work and in his spare time.
What do she do it? Do she do it? Nope.
So he is a
She
person
don't do
that's
it.
needed on this planet.
He does. He does it. She don't do shit.
But I could be, I mean, I don't have to lay out everything I do or whatever, because never mind.
Yeah,
Just
don't lay
like
it out.
some of y'all don't.
Because half of these people don't believe you any damn way.
But
So it's
I
a
could
waste
do
of breath.
whatever. This person have constantly found some way to make it bad, or to downplay it, or to disregard it.
That's a lie.
That is what you
That's
have
a lie.
hater, a jealous
That's
ass
a
person.
lie.
Somebody that
This person, and I'm going to apply it, like you say, if it don't apply, let it fly. But I'm apply it to me because I'm not going to let that shit fly. Because you playing my content, right? You're playing what I decided to talk to the people who comes over to my channel to listen to. You're playing that, right? Right. You're right. Yes, you are. Now, you said that this is a sign of jealousy. Let me bag you up for 1 second to get this right.
Crazy. This person have constantly found some way to make it bad
No, I did not.
or to downplay.
That's what you said. No, the fuck I didn't. Now you are fucking lying. As a matter of fact, why don't you ask me before you speculate it? Huh? You're speculating it because that's how you choose to take it out of context, to put out here in the air, right? Oh, well, let me make her look bad. I don't give a fuck whether if your content is good or bad, sour or sweet. It doesn't bother me or affect me at all. I just found something that I wanted to give my opinion on it that was totally in a disagreeing of yours. How does that give it an effect of me making what you said bad? It doesn't. Unless you feel in that type of way. It doesn't. It wasn't you can't even handle a goddamn agree to disagree. You can't even handle it. You so motherfucking stuck up in your own goddamn illusional ass freaking Peabody ass brain about who. Oh, I can't go that way because they working on the road and I just washed my car. It's dust down there. I gotta go the other way. I gotta go the long way. It is what it is. But yeah, that's exactly what you just did. As if it's not that easy to do. And I keep trying to explain to you to understand that I am a psych freaking major. You don't take that serious. And guess what? I ain't never got to show you not nail piece of paperwork on nothing. If I said it, then I mean it. Why do you think I say that you have to be careful on what you say and how you act around Papoose? Because I'm going to call your shit. Yeah, that's logic, right? I thought about it in a logical manner. I did. I used my common sense. I evaluated. I even pulled up an old arbitration case on it to see. Okay, let me make sure. All right. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what this is. Some of that goddamn crazy ass shit that Sigmund and Freud was able to detect in psycho ass people like your ass. You the one sociopathic. You are. You weird. But that's not what I did. That's not what I did. And you took it like that and wanted to run with, I tried to make something look bad, and then you determined that that comes from a person being jealous. See, I told you that basically all that shit that you scream and you holler about what you got, you this, and people bums and people and I live in these communities. I live like this. You don't see no drugs. You don't see no drugs on the corner. You don't see the liquor stores. No, you don't see that. So get off your high horse, because the shit that you talk about and the things that you say you can have, it's everybody out here can do it. Everybody out here probably has done it. Been there, done it. But you're the only one. No, I'm just going to rain on your goddamn parade that you be trying to have over there, because you're not the only one. And we are not that divided out here. No, you makes it appear. You're telling the people that it should be have that type of an appearance to have that division out here, because something is cuckoo in your goddamn brain. We don't have to live divided. We can stay in unity. Just because people have different perceptions and thinks differently in a logically manner, you think that, oh, we should be separated. If you don't go sit your dumb ass down in order to start it, that is what you have: a hater, a jealous ass person, somebody that's crazy. Hey, oh my God, get over it. Oh my God, for another year. We ain't resting, and I told you that.
What one did to the other did back, just in a different form, pretty much. But it was back and forth. So I'm supposed to run up in the courtroom, right?
Now,
and try to prove a case where I know.
Let me point this out to those who are viewing my channel. Go over there and check out. No, some of y'all won't do it, but that damn Dana J. last two videos. It was done a couple of days ago. He's got the Angie Walker with the buffer fish up there, the picture up there. Check that one out. And check out how he told the company that he keeps. And he also put the actual paperwork up, right? She won't address that. She sent him shit that I guess pertains to me. She dug up my shit to team up with Bookham so that he can have a particular commentary on Papoose. He done a few of them, but hey, I took that with a damn grain of salt because that boy is just a whole shits and giggle to me. Nothing serious I ever took from him. Nothing, not even from day one. So the shit that I put out and is laughed at, the shit he put out, I sure in the hell laugh at that, right? But this is what she did. And it's on his goddamn commentary. That wasn't the first time that he posted it. That wasn't the first time. He put the whole freaking text message up. I got some on her. Here, check this out. But you go and you ask this Dana J, has I ever sent anything to him about her? Or go ask anybody. And then you guys tell me who the fuck is jealous of who. Who the fuck is trying to put angel wings on out here doing that type of shit? But I ain't never ever thought about doing no shit like that. Who jealous of who? I'll ask again, who jealous of who? That was a jealousy ass move for you to want to go and try to see what's in my suitcase of life. You wanted to turn the 3-number combination on my suitcase and dig it up and send it to somebody else for them to use it, for them to have shits and giggles so you can just sit back with your hands full. But see, where I'm from, it wasn't Dana that was going to take the licking on that motherfucking whooping. It was you. Why the fuck would I tag him about some shit that you tried to coerce, entice, doing some fraudulent shit on? Huh? Why would I do him? That's just like saying about talking about these dummies out here shooting these freaking pow-pows and they miss that because the target is running down the street, we just gonna blast everybody else. That ain't how I move. You started that shit. Yeah, you come, not him. He didn't put it out. You sent it to him. You needed a team. You needed a squad to battle up with Papoose. Isn't that some shit? And I'm all over here, I'm mono to trail. The fuck? You wanted to go recruit some motherfuckers. I get it. I talk a lot of shit. I get it. But physically, I'm telling you, physically, I can bag that shit up. Word, bitch, word. On word, I can bag that shit up. Just like all them little fake ass threats. Fraud. You a whole freaking Rico your damn self. You fraudulent. You entice other people to try to get them to do what you wanted them to do by sharing shit that did not belong to you. You did that shit. You manipulated look what I got on Pap. What you got on Pap? How I just live life. Because I did. Oh, because I wouldn't tell you every little tracks of my freaking life? Because you wanted to know? No, I'm going to let you make all that shit up. I'm going to let you run with it. Because you're going to exhaust yourself. Everybody does. Isn't that weird, though, how Pap ain't exhausted, though? Pap just work on time and preparation. So all you got to do is wait for it. Because eventually, as the world turns, and it does. Now that it had been turned in this other different cycle of life, now the person that you sent shit to or tried to on Papoose ain't studying your ass, ain't thinking about that shit, and also doing dialogue on your ass. I can't even understand that type of feeling because I'll never put myself in that type of situation. But you know what I get? That you come out here trying to captivate you a whole bunch of goddamn friends. Oh, and people like me. Oh, don't forget, because you draw all the men to your yard. You got that TP. You got that TP. Well, over here, we gonna change that up. You got that goddamn tuna patch, bitch. Yes, I said it. But let me finish hearing what you got to say.
It's very likely and highly possible that whatever their defense team is,
Oh,
or the
yes, ma'am.
prosecuting
Yes,
side,
ma'am,
is
Joy.
going to have all of this evidence
I tried to
that
make
I'm
your
going
shit
to have
look
to come
bad.
back with
No, I didn't.
or answer to.
I just had an agree to
I look
disagree.
around it, and
Something
I
that you
know
can't
that I
handle.
rolled in the mud.
You like to get belligerent and
Oh, I
crazy
get it.
and
This
call
is where
people
we get to
names.
say, well, it's because, and it's because, and it's because he did, and it's because he did that. So now we're going to play the tit for tat because, someone tapped me on my shoulder and I didn't like it. And I cussed him out because I didn't like it. That I'm ready to go run down to a courthouse and give them people all my freaking money on some bullshit. You have to know when bullshit is bullshit.
Coming back to me.
I understand that people have
Oh,
different levels of
definitely.
feelings.
Every time I get
And
time,
we
you
hurt
bet that.
in
You
different
can
ways.
bet a buck on that.
But what hurts the most is to ridiculously burn your money on some bullshit. The courts love it. You want to bring it to them? Oh, they love your money. The police officers that have to put in overtime or whatever to investigate your case and send back their laughing their ass off on both of these goddamn reports. Stupid. What? And it's both, from both sides. It's aiming to basically prove a point. That's all it is. And it's going to come back down here to YouTube, so there can be lots of laughs about it. And of course, over here, shits and giggles. Of course. Because we are, or at least I am, regardless if there's anybody here to hear it, right? But, my sweetheart and my emails, don't call me biased. I am very fair. And to give you, again, my honest opinion about Brooklyn and Philly, first of all and foremost, I don't give a rat's ass about neither one of them. My life continues on.
Hold on now.
Wait.
Just
Hold
about
on. Before you speak on how I feel about those two constituents, before you speak, I highly suggest that you go and check out what the fuck you said about Sylvia to find yourself after you said those detrimental things about Sylvia. And you ended up over there on her panel during her podcast trying to help her with what she got going on in the court against Bookham. But you were just on Bookham not too long ago saying and probably helping Bookham correct, retract, redact, insert, edit some shit on Sylvia. You make this shit make sense before you speak. Now, I don't know what you're going to say because you're actually live right now. But I clearly, and I hope that you're not about to say what I think you're about to say because I'm going to have to take this strike from Bookham and I'm going to go play that live because at this point right now, you shouldn't even be touching that. You should be sitting back with your thumb up your ass saying, I shouldn't be touching that. You know what? Because I did say some things that was very detrimental about Sylvia. And I clearly showed the people how and clearly what ass kissing looked like. See, when you boss like me, you can say what the fuck you want to say, catfish, and not go kiss ass. You'll never catch me after what the fuck I just said. Go kiss nobody motherfucking ass just to have a word with them. I'm going to take my long-headed ass on. One, because I meant what the fuck I said and I said what I said. I wouldn't want to embarrass myself showing that I can be wiki-washy. And I'm definitely not supposed to try to get at my enemy, talking about you, in Dana, aka Booker, right? I don't have that type of time to go make my opponent mad because now I'm going to go and get in cahoots with his ops. I don't need to ride with no motherfuckers like that. Do you understand that concept? Because that's about as clear, other than me learning it in Spanish, that I can speak it to your ass. You ain't gonna catch me ever. If I said it, I did it. It's a one-time motherfucking done deal, and I'm done. You know why? Because there's plenty other people on this planet that you can go and obviously have another conversation in a different hype level with and become friends. Not with the ones that you done did and said what you done said about them. The best thing that you can do is staying in your own lane and keep it fucking moving. Because had I been Sylvia and I heard you say that shit, had I be Sylvia and I done said what I said, that I don't give a fuck about none of them. I'm going on with my life out here. Why would I spend that much time to care about anybody that is not doing for me? I'm elevating my life myself. And with the help of the people that do participate in my chat, and they know who they are, along with the members. Those are the only people. If there has been absolutely no other fucking freaking kind of help from nobody, why the fuck would I turn around and be mutual in that same aspect? Get the fuck out of here. So that's exactly what the fuck I meant. I don't give a fuck. They ain't doing shit for me. They in their own lane, elevating them damn self. They ain't thinking about a one papoose. Absolutely at all. So, but let me hear what you got to say.
She's doing a live allegedly on about some emails that she allegedly received with somebody calling her bias.
Hey, Catfish. I bet you can't get them bitches. I bet you can't pull those. I bet you can't. I bet you can't tap and break into that vault. I bet you that. Yeah. Anything you want to bet, I bet you that. I bet you won't tap into that criminal motherfucking lane. I dare you. Oh, but I really thinking that you wish you had it. You remember, you now you're talking about something. Let's pull out one of your contradictions right now. Now you about to pull out something and talk about something that you can't even produce to your people. Where's your paperwork at on that? Huh? Exactly. So now you're left with going off of basically what I was just speaking on or what I might have seen. Pretty much predominantly like 80 something percent of the populated people out here in this YouTube. A lot of them don't go pull it. A lot of them just hearsay. A lot of them might see somebody else put some type of paperwork or something up and just decide to elaborate on that without taking their paperwork to put it up. But that's not good enough for you. You want to now elaborate on what I was talking about, right? An email, one that you can't get, one that you will not have the proof. And I could have sworn that you said, show you the proof. You need the evidence. Oh, but you can sit over there now and not have any. That's why I keep telling you to sit your Humpty Dumpty ass very high up on the nearest brick wall that you can fall and jump your ass off.
You will hear she goes on and lies about a comment, lies about the comment that was left on my page, which I'm pretty sure I know. And I thought, I knew who it was who left the comment. Now I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so let me address that. I never read the comment on your wall. I only made a statement regarding what you had said. pertaining to someone leaving a comment on your wall. Hearsay, right? See how you lack of understanding your goddamn self. You lack of any fucking logical fucking knowledge that you should have. That was a no-brainer. I never posted that. I never went over there to look. I believe I might have stated that on my freaking live. Didn't care. I was just rebuttaling back. Ted, move. Go sit down. Go. I was rebuttaling back to you in the way that you addressed that comment left on your wall. I have no idea what it says verbatimly at all. Didn't pull it up, not gonna pull it up. It was how I addressed your attitude. I addressed your volatile character that you have. I addressed your inability to try to understand what someone is saying before you go off trying to bash on somebody. That is exactly what the hell I did in my live this morning with you constantly calling people that you can't see, you can't hear, or touch, or anything stupid, crazy, dumb, retarded, all of the above, all of those elements is what you like to do. And I truly hope if it's a person that can run their life and actually shut you down with their knowledge, ability, and having different levels of elements in various of goddamn subjects out here, because you only have it in one, allegedly, in one. Just one. That's what I stated. So get it right. You can't get shit right.
I know, right? Because here's the thing, right? When you're not in control of your impulses, what people that have mental health illnesses and stuff like that, it works on your conscious and your subconscious.
I'm glad you said that, because now we understand why your conscious and your subconscious is all fucked up. Should I go back and replay all those videos with you being the way that you were, using that B-N-A word, Should I go back and show the people how your eyebrows ended up there in your ponytail of your hair from the way that you went belligerent out here over Niggah? Should we do that? Well, what was that? Is that is that a disturbance in your conscious, in your unconscious, of you spazzing out? What defines, or what makes yours so goddamn different than the others for you to have an interpretation on the way that you describe of what is and becoming or was and should be or have been of conscious and subconscious? What is it?
Okay.
Okay.
And it makes you react.
Oh, so we know what made her react. Y'all get that. We all know when you see her having these third grade temper tantrum reactions, she just explained to you why she is of such. So it shouldn't be no more questions about it, because the only person that she could be talking about right now is her, because you have had them. You have had several episodes of them. And I don't want to go back and do a reaction to old ass news, but I'll find some time for it. I'm a very busy person.
I just sit back in the bushes and laugh at they damn goof I laugh. And the attention that both of them warrants from the public on bullshit. That's it, that's all. I think that the judge, whoever it is that they appear in front of, throw their bullshit up out of there, take both of their monies. I do. And say ta-ta. I hope that the people that is going to war behind these people will have definitely a good wake-up call.
Now, since you pre-talked with an assumption or with a narrative saying that I said what a judge is actually going to do, instead of you waiting to hear the live out before you critique it, maybe you should have waited for that part. Because I clearly says, I hope. Meaning that I don't know what the hell a judge would do. But this is what I'm hoping that would happen with both sides of that case. Infamous Sylvia and Bookham. I hope that they throw that shit out. Period.
Actually, if are helping these people to obtain attorneys, transportation, and all whatever comes with it that you can pay money, hotel rooms, wherever the fuck they got to go. I'm laugh at them.
Now, later on, you'll see that this person says that I have a bad heart, that I ain't even, I'm this, that, and the third, right? Just because of a response to a person that came at me.
Okay, let's pause that. I am not directly doing detrimental verbiage on Sylvia and Bookham. I don't think that you can have or find too many lives where I've set up, actually none, and call infamous Sylvia dumb, stupid, retarded, ignorant, or none of that. I critique what the actions are in those lives. I critique what the actions are or were in Bookham lives. See how now I'm gonna call you stupid. Know the difference. You've never caught me on a live where I've ever called Bookham a dumbass MF, a stupid ass MF. I don't think so, but don't quote me on that one. I think maybe when him and I might have had a one-on-one back together. So I'm going to put that out there because that might be possible. But what you're trying to imply is wrong as fuck. I critique the action of the person's life, what they have done, when they have done it, whom they have done it to. I do not critique anything about a person's social behavior or level of knowledge on how they put things out. That's not me. You know why? Because I have understanding in that level. I have understanding that everybody has received a different amount or a different level of being educated or different school. I understand all of that. You're the one with the lack of that, not me. That would be you. So for Sylvia to sit over there and mispronunciate a certain word or her context may be out of line or whatever, I don't have to correct her on that. I'm intelligent enough to understand if a word was missing or too many was added to understand what the context of her goddamn sentence or paragraph is, to be able to respond back to her. And the same thing with Bookham. However, when it comes to the action of it, I just find that I want to laugh at it. So stop trying to paint that picture out here, dumb, ignorant, stupid. Just stop it. Because that's how you're making yourself look right now.
The whole thread up on the channel. So you'll see who started it, which, you know. How you gonna wish somebody something harm or
listen to it.
Any type of
wishing harm.
Disappointment? How you gonna wish people who help people?
Listen, so get it together. Get it together. You can't even get it together. Get it together.
Transportation.
Listen to her.
Whatever. All the list of stuff.
Is it that hard to put a 10 on a 2? Is it that hard? Because it's easy for me. See, I can put a 2 on a 10 and make it sway, bitch. And I can also put a 10 on a 2 and make shit happen. Why are you over there struggling just to put a goddamn 10 on a 2 to make that story as fucked up and damaging as you trying to do? It ain't that fucking complicated. Come on, thug woman. Come on, street girl. You got this. You failing, but you got it. It's not that hard. You got nunchucks. You from the street. You from the hood. You know how. You can't even put a goddamn 10 on a 2. Bitch, I could put a 10 on a 2 so fucking easy, it'll swirl your fucking head around. You over there struggling. And that is not what I do. And that is not what I did. So stop it, retard. Stop it, ignorant. Stop it. You can't help yourself, especially when you're losing. Especially when you're losing. That's when you want to come with this 10 on a 2. But let's rewind what you say. I did what?
Of disappointment.
What's going on, Alicia?
How you gonna wish people who help people
Hey, Cookie.
obtain transportation and whatever, and all the list of stuff? Why? That's being evil. That's having a bad heart. That's being a poor person.
So I'm having a bad heart because I have an opinion. If you have two constituents that is or has been and probably still is fighting against each other on a lot of shit that has taken place out here. And because I said, in my opinion, that there is no way that I would support that. There's no way that if I was a judge that I would even want to preside over some bullshit like this. I just wouldn't. We got a whole lot of other serious shit going on in this world that needs, to be taken up in the court of law. But of course, because we have two adult individuals who has came to the not liking of each other, who was once good friends to each other, wants the court to settle out their shit, that it should be supported by VIA, whatever donations or whatever transportation they need, and this and that. And you telling me that I don't have the right, or you have the right to make it appear as if I was doing damage to them in that particular type of way. And that's not true. What I was doing was just giving you my opinion on how I felt that this is a court hearing that is or could have been not necessary to freaking have, because all it took was for one or the other person or both parties to just walk away. But it didn't. It cost them freaking money. Not just them, it's costing all of the people who support them unnecessary money. That should not be happening. It should not be going on. If you want to talk about caring of any such, then maybe those two should care and shut it down so that you don't have to look for the people to help you with some bullshit. That's what I said. I'm not being no way, in no form or shape or fashion towards Bookham or Sylvia out here calling them any kind of freaking names or being stupid or this or this. I'm talking about them having their court case and the actions that has to be put into, the work that has to be put into going in and having a freaking case litigated on some bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. But let me, girl, you a hot mouth mess.
This is a waste of goddamn money. When you be putting your money somewhere else, but now we're gonna put our money to, we gotta go prove a point. What? We gotta prove a point. And prove a point, I want to sit your ass down, keeping your money in your pocket and getting the hell social distance away from the mother.
Just that simple. Just that simple. So where am I doing and talking bad about them?
We don't tell each other where we can spend our money.
Oh, you know what?
Certainly, this person will have a problem if we.
Now you're going to speak about something that we pretty much all know that. That's a common sense. Stupid. You don't have to elaborate on that. We all know that you can put your money towards whatever the hell you want to. Everybody working for their own money. That's not what this is about. But you again wants to put a 10 on a 2 to try to detour the narrative to what you want to make it out to be. And I'm sorry for you because I'm going to correct you every step of the way with your fish head looking, open wounds, tuna pouch having stank ass. Yes, the fuck I am.
Told them not to buy light 'em up shoes and all that type of stuff, not to waste their money on things that they've alleged that they've paid. See what contradiction.
Oh my
Hypocrisy
God.
looks
Oh
like.
my God. This girl took it
Yeah.
all the way back to the light up shoes.
Before anybody says that, oh, well, you're contradicting yourself. Because I'm going to bring
I'm
it back
glad,
to something that
I'm glad you kept that one short because your logic and your professionalism just went out the door. I'm so glad you short that. It shouldn't been not another word for you to expound on that bullshit. You full of bull crap, girl.
And this was about the catfish.
Coming to me.
Lady, right?
Of course I am. I don't hide that.
And I'm going to do such and such and such.
But here's the thing, though, Catfish. At least you claim that, bitch. You can't have Papoose claim nothing but one Papoose, and also my government name. Anything else, bitch, I don't answer to it. But that's how gullible and weak-minded you are naturally are. You finally claimed that shit. Just for that, I want to see your ass get that shit tattooed around your neck next week.
I guess to look at it as if, or like Infamous Sylvia and Bookham, how bad that they wanted to get a situation done in the courtroom, right? And they spending their money. And I did put that challenge out there to Catfish. I did goddamn serious. Until reality slapped me in my face and realized, bitch, you just talking. If y'all remember, I told bitch, I will meet you in court. I would spend $20,000 on this type of shit. Just, but see, when I say just that, it's like I'm just trying to make a point. That's the part that slapped the reality back into me. I'm making a point. And I said, yeah, I'll spend 20 grand. Let's go to court. When all that, I'm going to send you the cease and desist. Let's go, because then I get to really know who you are. Because you're going to have to bring me all your real shit. Because I'm going to ask for it. I'm going to pay for it. And for it to be discovered, to put in the discovery. Well, that never happened, so.
Okay. Stop right there. So, I'm going to need someone to tell me that
Now, before she go on, don't forget I mentioned something pertaining to the law. And anytime you do that, it's going to trigger her. This is the part where she probably, like I said, I don't know because this is live. It's going to teach you guys about obtaining and how discovery is acquired through the court system. Okay? So she'll probably get to yell at it. I bet you can't pay for that.
now that I've done back because I don't even respond anymore. Okay?
Okay.
That I was wrong about this person.
Okay.
What the hell? First of all, that motion would be denied. Duh. But first of all, what you need it for?
Okay. What the fuck did she just say? Wasn't she the one that said that I'm going to send you a cease and desist? I was checking my mailbox every day. Wasn't she the one talking about how she'll eat somebody up in court and blah, blah, and blah, blah? Now it's, if I'm willing to put my money up and have all of this take place for us to be in the courtroom, now it's what you need it for. Can somebody, if you feel like it, answer that in the chat? What would I need information for to include in a discovery that needs to be presented in a courtroom? What would I need it for?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
All you need is a calculator.
Mm.
Yeah. Just a simple calculator. You can add up the items I've displayed, just a few I've displayed. You can add up cost of living. You can add those things up. Like, who would want to know all of that?
I have another $1 million question for you people in the chat. Ask yourself, who would sit over there and perpetrate all of that? I can tappity, tappity, tap, tap, tap. Isn't that the same difference? We're going to take out the word who, but let's just ask, well, why would she want to know all of that? Why are you over there trying to tappity, tappity, tap to the, hey, I could get inside and I could do this and the power to the, well, isn't that the same? Why would she need that? Can't she just use a calculator?
This is what I'm talking about. I didn't start this particular situation
Oh, shit.
with this person.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes,
And
you
I
did.
noticed that women who seem to be able to do certain things or whatever they want to or what have you.
She didn't start this particular situation with this person. She's talking about me. And if I'm sitting here telling you that you did, you best to believe that you did. See, there was nobody out here saying that Catfish took your man. Catfish took your man. Catfish. No, that was you over there with your chanting ass motherfucking cheerleaders. Talking about some you took this and you took that. You took this. Or he didn't want you. I didn't give a fuck like I told you. I just explained to you about a target, right? I didn't give a fuck about what JoJo did. I give a fuck about how the fuck you playing along with it and want to keep this shit going. When I kept trying to tell you, you didn't want to take my word, woman to woman, to believe that ain't a goddamn thing going on. He became a YouTube friend of mine along with his best friend. I said that. You didn't want to accept that. So you developed this whole illusional, crazy, whatever story that you could possibly do. You didn't want to understand the petty anger that I may have disclosed when a situation went down. Because on your mind, you were only focusing in on your PT, right? All the men's bring all the milkshake. Your milkshake bring all the men to the yard. And I wasn't on that. I was on a whole nother situation that occurred prior to you out here stroking your motherfucking bean to a young goddamn cat on another channel. I was on a whole nother different level. Fuck you talking about. But you want to kept riding it. And you want to kept riding it. And it got even worse, especially when you had JoJo sitting up there with you. Oh, now you really got to show your ass. Then it became a point in time where it was chill moment. I think JoJo told you once, Pap cool. Pap cool than a motherfucker. And I actually am. Because I'm going to give this woman the benefit of the doubt, but you didn't want my benefit. So now you finna get the doubt all on your ass. I tried. You want to keep hot mouthing. You want to keep going. You want to try to expose this. You want to say that. You want to talk about inside of my home. You want to talk about who the fuck I'm fucking. You want to talk about this. You want to talk about the kids. You want to talk about this. You want to talk. Oh, we gonna talk about it now. See how that play out? When I kept telling you, in those out here on this YouTube streets, that I did not bring my black ass out here for no type of shit like this. I got a whole goddamn home front over here. Just because my doors was closed or because my life was closed to YouTube. Somehow you thought that you had the skeleton fucking key to get inside of it and keep trying to show your ass out here on YouTube on something that was not supposed to be in my R. Kelly goddamn voice. You want to keep it going. Not 1 year. You want to keep it going another year. Not only that, you couldn't even take your man and move the fuck on. Now you want to keep going and you want to keep going and you want to keep going. I want to laugh. I want to laugh. Bitch, it's my turn. Fuck you mean.
It bothers this person.
Oh, yes. Bother me enough to do YouTube action. Yes.
Okay. This person sometimes
You should have packed it up.
because of that learning deficiency.
Yeah, you keep telling them. You keep telling them. I can tell you that you had a little bit of lack of your learning deficiency, because what you should have done was pack it up, bitch. You thought that I was just gonna sit here. Oh, I hee ha ha. Oh, I got upset. Oh, you thought what? It's over because you said it's over with? You thought because you the fat lady singing the opera octave tone that I should shut the fuck up? Is that what the fuck you thought? Catfish, I'm just as hot in the mouth as you can be. The temperature right now, I don't think you'll ever, even with your level of knowledge or experience, that you will ever triumph over this hot mouth bitch. And I keep trying to tell you that. Now I fell back for a while, right? I got busy into a whole nother chapter of my life. And what the hell you was putting out, you was over there literally talking to yourself in the closet. And I wasn't really trying to be spooked out by that shit. Now, I know about people going crazy, but I never really wanted to watch how a person actually go crazy. Hey, Lady Lisa.
Okay.
Okay.
We all are not the same.
Never
that
will
means we all can do different things.
Oh, my God.
That is it. All of us aren't tied to 9 to 5s and all of this whatever that make the same amount as she does and all of that. Like what?
Now, hold on, fat ass. Because before you can say that and before you become ill with this unbeknownst, undiagnosed ass fucking illness that you have for the last 20 years, in order to be knowledgeable in that particular area of law that you call law, right? You would have had to have put in the time, which is a lot of fucking time, effort, consistency, You'd have to put that work in to do that. So what the fuck is you talking about? Because I'm at actually, it's not a 9 to 5. That motherfucker's just a whole straight 10 to 12. Sometimes I can make it a 9 to 5. You understand? But let me get this perfectly clear to you. I'm gonna put this out in 2 different ways for you. When I had children to actually raise, that I needed to raise because I brought them in this world, yeah, I was bound to that bitch. I was going to make sure that mine's ate, clothed, roofing, and everything else that they wanted that I was able to do for them, right? So yeah, I was bound to them. But now that they are of age, do you realize that I can leave that bitch when the fuck I want to? You do know that by now, right? You do know all the requirements and everything prior to setting yourself up for retirement and all this stuff. You do know that today I can walk out that door if I want to. Just put that on the record, okay? But I won't be the only person out here that's bound to a 9 to 5. And there's a whole lot of other ones. And there are other ones that are going to be coming up behind us who has done this. It's just a way of life. Now, if I can add and do my 10 on the 2, I think with yours, it may have been some mishaps or some things went on where like you like to come out here and tell the people what your mom or these people done to you, and you never had to do that, and you never had to do this, and you never have to do that. I find that unhighly likely. I do. That's just my opinion, because I can't stand your ass. So I can develop that type of opinion, right? Right. Of course so. Fuck you. Right? But you, on the other hand, you made a decision to do what? Just have birth one child. Most of us have a decision to birth 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever. Sometimes out of our control. Now we have to go to make ends meet for what we made a decision on, right? That's just common sense. You know, the one part of common that you just don't have in that senseless ass fucking brain of yours. Yeah, that one there. Right? So it happens. You work, you do things according to the situations, good or bad, that has been thrown or that you have made upon yourself in life. But for you to sit over there and act like that yours was peachy, you need to chill on that shit. Because we all know that it wasn't. I seen your picture. That tree right there, that's kind of what, you remember that tree, right? That's kind of like the picture that you had with that motherfucking Play-Doh closet ass fucking 5-pocket jean skirt on. All of us had those bitches when ends wasn't making meat. You understand what I'm saying? All of us had that. You even had on the motherfucking splish splash, water slide, motherfucking dollar, motherfucking flip-flops. Sit your ass down. See, if you're going to come out here and be prestigious and you got all of this and your parents did all this, then bitch, you should have been standing your ass up underneath that tree back then where you had just left that game with that other dusty ass nigga, right? With your Gucci motherfucking skirt on, Gucci motherfucking flip-flops and all the other motherfucking celebrity fucking names. Because last I checked, as I watch your boy, Chris Brown, or all of the other celebrities, we can use Puppy. We can use, hell, Applies. We can use Genuine. I saw all their kids come out, standing under the tree. Birthday parties, 20,000, 30, 50,000. You ain't got none of that shit, bitch. You straight from the ghetto just like everybody else. Shut your ass up. Sitting up in there in a dusty ass gym, having the same type of experience just like the rest of us, with them stinking ass basketball players sitting there with your legs open. I didn't even want to say that.
Just because you see something and you read something and you don't know exactly what it is, you don't understand it, whatever, that's not my fault. That's not my place to well, it is my place to explain it to you, but I don't have to, because it ain't your business.
It's not your place and it's not your fault. But yet then you will come back and dictate it, depict it, and decipher that shit. And then talk about the person. What? Well, if this part of the category is not your fault, why don't you make the other part of the category not your motherfucking business? See how simple that is? That's a 2 + 2 to make it not your business. It's not my fault, but I'm going to go make it my business and talk about the person. Ooh, child.
isn't biased, who doesn't have something against me, and who understands can listen to me because I've given bits and pieces over time. But I would never, ever, I'm going to let you think whatever you want to think. If you think that I'm surviving off $1,100 a month in a senior citizen home, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know nothing about your thing.
What?
Only time I say something with regards to it was when it was coming at me, when somebody's telling me where I live at, where I work at, what I do, what I don't have, the degrees, whatever. And
What did you just say? What? What?
and I'm saving off $1,100 a month in a senior citizen home.
I need a lie button.
Whatever.
I need a lie button. What? You don't lie.
I don't want to know nothing about your thing.
You don't want to know nothing about your thing. Y'all heard it. She don't want to know nothing about your thing. But yet then, Bookham is sitting over there with her sending him whatever information she thought or she thinks that she has found on Papoose, handed into Bookham's lap for him to try to use on some goddamn commentary. But she just told you, let's hear from her mouth.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know nothing about your thing.
What is it? Isn't you digging up whatever you think you thought and wanted to dig up on one Papoose and sending it off over there into Bookham's email? Then you want to know? Isn't that a sign that you did want to know? But you sit on here and say that you didn't want to know nothing. Girl, if you don't go sit your ass back down where you came from in front of that motherfucking TV on that couch with them elephant fucking ankles and finish off that buffet meal you was having, you need to hush your mouth. You need to shut up. You need to shut up ASAP.
Only time I say something with regards to it was when it was coming at me, when somebody's telling me where I live at, where I work at, what I do, what I don't have, the degrees, whatever. And I come back and say,
and what the fuck did that have to do with me? Absolutely nothing. That fight was between her and Randa Baby. That fight had to do with her and whatever 312 got pissed off about it. Yeah, I said it and rebutted it back in the commentary because it was hearsay and the shit was funny. But bitch, I don't know that to be true. And second of all, since you're the motherfucker with all the logic's fucking sense out here, what the fuck did you respond to it for? If it don't apply, bitch, let it fly. But you didn't, because you live by hot mouth, and your hot mouth got your ass completely roasted and toasted and fried on the other motherfucking channels. I didn't give a fuck where the fuck you live at. I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. I would never find the time in my daily clock, 24 hours, the same one that you own, go tippity-tappity-tap to go find out where you live, how you live, who you with, what you got, and send it to somebody else. If that didn't make me a motherfucking millionaire for doing so, I don't want no parts of it. It's a waste of my motherfucking time. And if it don't make dollars, bitch, it definitely don't make sense. But you chose to do that, and you chose to respond to that shit. If it didn't apply, why the fuck did you not use your own motherfucking disclaimer number 2 on your goddamn self? That keep reading that shit. Bitch, get a motherfucking chalkboard and write that bitch 100 goddamn times so that you don't fall into that type of bullshit no more with your dumb ass.
then I tell you about yours. But I'm being factual.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Huh?
God.
There's nothing I have to make up on nobody. But more importantly, I don't give a fuck.
Oh dang. Oh wait.
If
First,
I was
I didn't give a fuck with the Sylvia in the Bookham shit. And you just had a holy cow, holy Mary moment. See? See what she doing? Now you don't give a fuck. Bitch, I can't stand you. I am about to get off of here, y'all. I got to get to the grocery store. I don't give a crap rat's ass about this woman laughing this shit. I told y'all I had to laugh on my drive home. Now that I have arrived back home, listen here. I'm gonna let y'all hear the rest of this shit on my way to where I got to go. Then I'm just gonna end this shit. Y'all go hear the rest. But this woman is so full of, you know how people full of shit. She is so full of reasonings, so many of non-effective just cause moments. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to make a 10 and a 2, 10 on a 2 happen. Trying to dig herself up out of some shit that she done allegedly said or done allegedly done, which I have to say that because I don't know what y'all saw and I don't know everything of what y'all heard. It's up to y'all to imprint or express your own goddamn opinion of this beast here. Because this woman is a beast. Catfish. I don't have that heart that you have. And when it comes to helping people out, I don't have a problem doing so either. But what I am not going to help is with my hardworking 9 to 5, yeah, with a very nice fucking retirement plan. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. I'm so proud of myself. You have no idea. I'm so proud of my girls. You have no idea. I'm so proud now of the money that I am putting back into my family because I'm able to do so now. I'm able to do so now. She can go, that 19-year-old can go have a ball. I'm so proud to bring her part of her life to light here out here with my members or some of my subscribers who also has found their purpose or an interest in saying, you know what, we like her, we gonna help her, and we support a Coda Bear in what she's trying to achieve. See, I don't mind giving back to those type of people. But when I see a bunch of boufale shit going on and we got to go and retort over here to the courts to settle something out that's going to cost these people a whole bunch of money, I'm sad. Actually, I'm saddened for them. I'm saddened about the part that this is something that developed between the two of them outside of me giggling and laughing my ass off about some of the crazy parts that's in it. But I'm not the only one that sits out here and laugh at this shit. Everybody laugh at the goddamn shit. I just so happen to be one to bring it to motherfucking life on my damn channel. It doesn't mean that I'm on his side or I'm on her side. I'm on neither side. I'm on the laughing side of it because it is funny as fuck. But what I do wish as an adult was for both of them to have chilled on it, kept it on YouTube, laughed it out, fight it out, log off, go on about their merry way. Not get so caught up in their freaking feelings because one did this to me and one did that to me. But however, it went to a personal level when that vehicle got involved. It just turned everything with them. So I can understand the situation of that part probably being heard in a court of law if there's payments missing or if there's a tracker on the car for this or that. Okay, let's hear that out in the court about who was right and who was wrong. But all that other shit, when I saw the Silly Seal channel, I saw the Book of Goddamn channel or whatever that other crazy channel that he has when he was walking up in a haunted house and what he gonna do to Seal. I seen all that shit. Who in the fuck wants to hear that shit in the fucking court of law amongst some grown ass fucking adults out here? Who? When all you gotta do is just walk away from it, or better yet, don't click on it. Or better, just ignore it. It was just that fucking simple. Other than that, you meet that person with that same damn energy. Booker want to walk in the haunted house and laugh and tell me he looking for Sylvia in here. This shit was funny as hell. I thought I was looking at some type of motherfucking Lifetime movie. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Okay? Well, Sylvia, get on her goddamn line and go walk through a motherfucker and look for Bookham in the same motherfucking abandoned goddamn building and crack a fucking joke and move the fuck on. That's it. But no, we want to tie up the courts. Ain't nowhere in the hell I would, me personally, be trying to tie up somebody's courtroom when you know that a person ain't got two fucking nickels to scratch together to start a motherfucking forest fire. Okay, it's cool. Keep their name on the docket. Eventually, with your fingers crossed, the person will land a good job, and you'll be able now to probably say, "Well, I want to garnish, a paycheck." When in fact, if you think about Sylvia scenario of it, right? If she was that fucking dead serious, the boy talked about how many goddamn jobs he had or how many that he's working. Why in the fuck did Sylvia never go down there to file in the courtroom on placing a fucking judgment on him? If she won a case saying that, okay, he owes you X amount of dollars. Put the fucking judgment on it, let it be, walk the fuck away. No, you might not get no money from the start, but at least there would have been a win-win knowing that he'll have to live with being careful with working wherever he works as far as receiving a paper check or working under the table for cash. Because they'd have got the notice and they'd have took his money to pay her. With Bookham's situation, it could have went the same motherfucking way. They was down there laughing with Greg's all up in there filming and one mad at each other and he do it and they leave. They was at the barbecue together. They cooking. You got Stevens over there. But look what the fuck. But as far as you know, Catfish, at the end of the day, whatever you decide to talk about to whomever you decide to talk on it about, if I feel like it, when I feel like it, and I want to shit and giggle on it, then goddamn it, I will. And when I'm ready to put up the white flag and be done with your 2-year long running hot mouth ass on one papoose, I'll let you know. But I strongly advise you, when I'm done, let it be done. Because if you come back and you keep it up, baby, I got mojo for motherfucking days. Motherfucking days, girl. I can go on and on and on and on. I'm worse than the motherfucker. I got to go. Y'all have a beautiful day. But my girl, I don't shop in this car, so I'm about to jump in my yeah, I just wanted to watch this one off a little bit, but I'm about to jump this. Everybody this, everybody that. I swear to God, y'all don't. I don't know. I out of all of the people out here, they're doable. I can have conversations with people, but I have that side like, don't rub me. Don't fucking rub me the wrong freaking way, because I like to have associates. I like good people. I don't care about nobody else out here who has been in their altercations or the ops with this or the ops with that. If you come with me in a positive manner, I'm going to give you positivity back. What the fuck I'm shit on you for? You ain't do nothing to me. None of these people out here literally has done absolutely nothing to me. There's a few that I would rather stay in my corner on. I just saw Alicia poke up in here. I've said some things about her. Am I out here to be, I'm gonna team up with her freaking ops? So that's their motherfucking fight, not mine. Am I about to go have salami and bologna with Alicia anytime soon? No, I'm not. But can I be kosher with a person? Can I be an adult with a person? Now, somebody come back and Alicia is tagging, laugh at her shit, tagging them. Criminal behavior with doing so. That's just me standing over here by myself. I ain't no groupie and I ain't no mother sucking clique. I don't do that. And that's why I can freely talk my shit. I'm not bound to nothing and don't owe nobody nothing. Love y'all. Now, I got to go grocery shopping. Then I got to go meet and call these two ladies so that we can take care of what we got to take care of. And then I can lay my butt down. Peace, y'all. Uh,